Okay, uh, so just a couple real quick things. We every year, Melanie does a Dream Team retreat, and it's kind of a big deal. I mean, it's in like last year it was in Orlando, the year before it was in Destin. She does it as a leadership trip. And so I was talking with Deidre the other day because usually they try to get everything in order now. So that way everyone can plan ahead with work and school and kids and babysitters and all of that stuff. Um, and so it's going to be, well, technically it was going to be in Orlando this year. Well, I guess Melanie, instead of opening it up to like everyone's downline and, you know, you have to be Emerald and Above and a couple things like that, everybody pays. What they've done in the past is they've got like 2 to 3 houses and they've had different teams and different groups come and basically everybody kind of splits the cost. Oh, no, you're fine. And so this year she's changing the qualifications. So what I've heard is that the qualifications are you must hit Success Club 10 in June, July, and August. You must be a new rank from where you were last year. So if last year you went as an Emerald, you have to be Diamond. If last year you went as a Diamond, you have to be Star Diamond. If last year you went as a 1-star, you have to be 2, like all of these things, which is great. But at the same time, it excludes a lot of people who may have been looking forward to this opportunity. So I talked with Deidre yesterday, and she's going to be doing a separate retreat for like Forever Fit and that downline. And it's going to be the weekend of September 16th through the 20th. Like it's a Wednesday through a Sunday. You're not required to go Wednesday through Sunday. But what she has is it's going to be at like Seven Springs or something. It's like some ski resort retreat or whatever in like the mountains in Pennsylvania. So super cute location and similar kind of thing, but not making like Success Club a requirement every single month. And then as far as rank goes, it's going to be, I'll get more details from her, but like I think the cost is going to be based on like and things like that. So like it's going to be $250 per person, but then if you hit Success Club every month, then like that's going to be deducted. Or if there's, you know, there's going to be an opportunity for a photo shoot and headshots and stuff. And, you know, if you're such and such, that's going to be deducted or whatever. So as I get more details, I'll share that with you guys. And it's going to be a different style of group. And what Melanie has always done in the past is a very set schedule. Like, you know, 8 a.m. we have pictures and 10 a.m. we have leadership training and noon we have this, and like has followed a pretty strict agenda. And this is going to be a little bit more laid back. So I know I was trying to get something together for us and plan maybe a weekend in Chicago, and maybe that weekend is not going to be the best weekend for everybody. So I was thinking we could either do it, you know, towards the end of August. I hate to do it on like Labor Day weekend because that's a big family weekend. So I want to avoid that. But I don't want to, if people are wanting to go on the other retreat, then I don't want to take up another weekend in September. I want to leave that open. So I was thinking do a winery trip in like October or something like that. Maybe like Columbus weekend, or kind of just choose a different date. But I wanted to open it up to anybody with suggestions or recommendations or thoughts or anything like that, and just kind of give you guys a heads up of what's up and coming. Because I mean, I was going to book something in Chicago so we would have reserve, but I hate to book it if only a couple people can come. And I want to try to include as many of us as possible. So, so we can just do it. We can either do a date and try to work out dates, or leave it open to, you know, whoever wants to go wherever. I'm going to try to do the Pennsylvania trip for sure. And we'll kind of just see where everybody's at on that, if that's something that you guys want to do as well. I think these retreats are so great because it's so good to like just take some time and a little bit of business stuff, like just getting to know other people and getting ideas and like teaming up with other people and learning from other people's leadership styles and stuff. So anyway. Anybody have any thoughts or anything? And then, oh, did you want to say something, Tracy? No.
I think it sounds fun. Like, I mean, for me, it'll just depend on where we are at that point in life with hockey.
Right.
But I think Pennsylvania would be fine.
Okay.
It probably would be a cheaper plane ticket than trying to fly to Orlando.
Right. Yeah. So I'll just work out details with her as they come through and just share those with you guys. And maybe we can try to do, like, I was thinking we could try to do a winery type location in like central Illinois-ish. If there's, I don't even know what's around this area. I haven't even thought about it, but something like that. So just to try to get something in. Kayla likes wine. I like wine. I'm looking forward to wine after this competition. I'm so mad about it. And Luke's like, you keep posting about it, so now we can't quit because all these people are going to watch us quit if you keep talking about it. I know. He wants to quit too. Also, I wanted to share that we officially booked Super Saturday at Ballpark Village on the 7th, if you guys haven't heard that yet. So that's going to be really fun. It's July 7th though. Like, that's what gets me. I'm like, come on, Beachbody. Like, why you got to put it on the weekend after 4th of July? But I think the location will draw a lot more people, and we're going to be really quick about it. Like, we're not going to have a speaker come. We're not going to have a whole bunch of stuff. Like, we're going to do a workout. We're going to watch the corporate video. We're going to have, actually, so I just talked to Melanie, and she's going to do a video for the St. Louis market with some leadership tips and training. So we'll show that. I haven't even told the market. She just messaged me back this morning. So just kind of keep it short and sweet, and then everybody gets like 25% off Ballpark Village afterwards, lunch or whatever, and parking's free. And I think we're just going to do a flat rate for.
Where will it be inside Ballpark Village?
What?
Where will it be in Ballpark?
It's going to be outside in that like outdoor space with like the big screen, like out on that open field next to Ballpark Village.
Wow.
So they do like free yoga nights, like one night a month or something, and that's where like everybody works out. So yeah, I'm really excited for it. And just to have a different location that, I think that's kind of a big deal, like having a space that's like that's a really cool space. And
the past locations have sucked.
Yeah.
Like aside from like the Ameristar.
Like I had to get
like not good.
Yeah, I had to get Sassy Ashley on the call on Thursday and be like, here's the deal, guys. I'm going to veto the location that we booked, and I'm going to go ahead and say we're going with Ballpark Village. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to just.
I'm sure they love you.
And I don't think they were too happy about it, but, well, a couple people were. A couple people had their own opinions. And I'm like, well, you can take your own opinions and you can take them to your crappy location. So we're doing it at Ballpark. And then what else did I have? Summit. So Summit photographer. And that's something we can talk about for those of you guys that are going. We can start a separate group message thread. But she's available Saturday morning, or potentially on Thursday. But it's such a jam-packed weekend. If we can squeeze in an hour, that would be awesome. But we can kind of figure that out closer to the date. And then everyone's driving, right? Like you guys are all going to drive, carpool. Anybody going on Wednesday? Just Thursday through. You guys, some of you guys are leaving on Saturday. I don't even know what Sarah said. Something about 3:00. Or
Kelly and I are I can drive or Kelly can drive. It doesn't matter, but I assume we're driving up Thursday and driving back on Saturday. But I don't know that we have a set time that we have to get on the road on Saturday. So we could do pictures Saturday before we leave.
Okay.
I was gonna try and make it home for Bria's swim, but I need to look and see what time she swims. It may not be an option anyway. So I'll just look and see what time she swims and go from there.
Okay.
I'm sure my husband can handle it, but there's kind of that control issue that I don't trust him. Well, I know he can I know he'll do it. It's just, can he handle it? Two very different things. I love him, but I might have a control issue.
At least you're honest about it. I mean,
and he not like, I mean, because he works and he's gone, so I do it all anyways.
Yeah.
So when he has to do it, I'm like, ooh, did you know she swims? He's like, really? just throwing it out there.
God love you.
Well, I mean, whatever. It's parade day, so I'm trying to get out of the house is what I'm doing.
What are you guys doing? What's a parade? Oh, he's gone.
What?
What parade?
No, I'm right here. Sorry. The Memorial Day parade. My husband does honor guard, so he's in it. My niece is on the middle school dance team now, so she does it. My brother-in-law drives with my other niece in a truck of some sort, a work trip.
Awesome parade day.
I tried to get out of it.
Do you guys want to dive in and do check-ins for the week? Any victories for the week? Any tips, techniques, anything you want to share?
What? Bria, you need to know.
I'm getting ready to hop in the shower, but I'll turn my video off. So I'm really inspiring. I skipped my workout yesterday and woke up to 2 different Facebook messages about how inspiring I am and how they miss seeing my videos because I post them on my stories and not on my page, really. But I had 2 different people post and tell me how inspiring I am, and I'm like, that's cool. You want to buy something? So I feel good that people are watching, but that's about all I got.
That's good. Are you sharing stuff on your like page too?
I mean, anything I post on my regular page, I post on my like page. But since my account got hacked, I've completely stopped doing anything like ads or whatever. So I'm thinking I'm going to start social stim.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to start it until I knew that I could actually use my followers to follow up with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm really struggling with it. I'll tell you that.
Struggling with keeping up.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm doing something wrong. That's all I know, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think that's my issue. So I have 1 million followers. Not really, but you know what I mean? Yeah. They came on so fast, right? A lot of them are coaches, so I need to figure out how to not have that. For some reason, a lot of them are people who like to show their naked bodies. So occasionally I will open my Instagram and there's naked people on it. And I'm like, oh God, I'm at my kid's t-ball game and there's somebody's boobs on my Instagram. Weird.
People are looking over your shoulder what is this trick?
I know. Stop looking at porn and watch your kid play t-ball. And I don't want to look at porn. I don't want to. So I got to figure that out because there's all kinds of hookers on there and it's not okay. And then I don't know. I probably get 5 to 10 messages a day from people that are hey, thanks for the follow. Cause they probably do that automated thing, which I'm not doing. That costs more. I know Sarah's using it. But I feel I'm not really able to respond to any of those people. because it's too much. Like there's 10 people a day, you know, like, and they're mostly coaches because they're all like, are you on a fitness journey too? Like you look like you're, you know, rocking your workouts or whatever, which is so nice. But I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm just getting all coaches and naked people. So I'm doing something wrong.
So I have signed up for a free trial. I haven't even used it yet because I just stopped my Insta guy last week, and that's my next step in June. I'm like completely overwhelmed with trying to finish following up with 2B Mindset stuff, and like I thought it was a good idea to start a competition prep group. Why? So I want to do social stim, and I want to dive into it a little bit more, and I want to try to find some really good tutorial type stuff because I know somebody within the Dream Team organization uses it and loves it. I know there's a few
Well,
people.
I reached out to her because you told me to, and
Jennifer.
she basically, she was basically like, yeah, you just need to change your hashtags. You got to get creative, and I don't know. I just am either A, not creative, or B, just haven't had the time to get creative. So I haven't really done it.
Okay.
So that's my issue right now. But I do need to change my.
So I don't think we can have anything about being fit.
Right.
Like I have, and I can't log into my account to go change it. Like I can't figure out what I did, and so I just now that school's done, like I need to figure it out and go back in and change my hashtags and like
I feel the same way.
and delete. Like I've met some awesome like swim moms and hockey moms. So those are my hashtags that are working. But like I need to get rid of the fit mom because I swear that whoever is doing it is stuck on it because I just keep getting coaches.
Me too.
Yeah.
Or bodybuilders or
Or tricky people.
You guys think about it though, like everybody in all of our upline are all teaching their teams right now to do these Instagram using
Right.
and so everybody's like influxing right now. I mean, like you got to think of the person who's not in Beachbody, not into fitness, that is like looking to follow somebody for motivation. I mean, those people are talking about Taco Bell and cheeseburgers and, you know, feeling overweight and, you know, they're not doing anything about being fit, healthy, 2B Mindset, veggies most, like none of those things will ever work for us.
right.
Yeah.
So
Like my best conversations are sports moms.
Yeah, and that makes sense. And like Kelly, I mean, you and I could be like wine lovers. And I mean, like Ashley's prep stuff, like the competition prep would probably not even work for her unless she's going to get people who are already fit but not Beachbody, you know? So.
Yeah, maybe
And
we
like
can
boy mom is even a hard thing, or girl mom. I think that the mom stuff, those are so like saturated.
Yeah. Maybe we can just kind of put our heads together and figure out some sort of common themes. Like maybe we could start like a document of just these are some ideas of things to look for.
That's a good idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, I try to avoid a lot of fitness stuff when I'm looking for hashtags because I feel like that's totally Beachbody. And I try to do like, I've done like postpartum fitness type stuff, like body after babies. Like I've tried to find people through that, like 5 pounds down, 10 pounds down, like little hashtags like that like apply to like my life and or apply to like what people are looking for on their journey. Like eating healthier or like what's for lunch or, you know, like little nutrition things too. And I feel like people struggle a lot with that nutrition. And if I can catch them at some kind of a nutritional type post, or I'll even go into like some of my girls that I follow that I've followed for a while that aren't like, maybe they're doing Weight Watchers or maybe they're like, I'll go in and follow some of their hashtags and see like, you know, some of the different weight loss type stuff and what's working for them or what, you know, what they're posting about, or people that are not Beachbody, like go into looking at some of their posts and looking at their hashtags. And then, I mean, it'll take me 30 minutes and I'll go down a black hole of like searching, you know, other things, but at least it gives me a little bit of ideas, you know, to like, I've been doing purple hair lately and I found a couple people through there that have purple hair, and like I'll do like what is it? I can't, oh, stuff with my dog, like Dog Mom Great Dane, like, you know, and I found a couple people that way too. And then Midwest Mom, like farmer's wife, like, you know, little things like that that are like, maybe they're not 100% me, but like I can relate to people who are, you know, like farming I have a couple new coaches that are farmers' wives. So like, I'll take it. But yeah, just those little like things that are not totally relatable, but like that's like your tribe, you know, like those are things that you can have conversations with people and relate to people with.
I use this. I don't know how good or bad this is, but like Bria's genetic disorder, I used that the other day. Met some people. Like I'm like, am I using my daughter's genetic disorder for business? That might be wrong. I'm not sure.
No, but that's something that you have in common with, and you know, like
right. And like I honestly had some really good conversations, and I was like, huh. Like I never even thought about it, or like the fact I have colitis. Like I use that, and I was like, I never thought of like what's wrong with me, but I mean, in all reality, eating clean in the Shakeology has helped my colitis tremendously. So I'm like, well, that's stupid that I'm not using it.
So Sarah, when you say you used those things, like, do you mean you went into your STEM social and put in those hashtags, or?
Well, not yet. I'm going to. Not yet, because I can't log into my STEM social because for some reason I can't find my username and password.
So what do you mean by you use those hashtags? Just in a post
like,
randomly?
Yes, and like I went in and like looked at people and started commenting on their thing.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing I was gonna say. Oh, sorry. Were you finished talking? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm done. I was talking to myself about traffic.
Oh,
Hooray,
okay.
traffic.
The other thing I was gonna say about Sim Social that I haven't given it the time to figure it out, so that's why I'm a little like struggling with it. I know that I need to give it the time, but I'm just so you guys are all aware of how it works. You also put in accounts that you want to follow, and so I went back in and tried to like redo my accounts that I wanted to follow, because originally it was like people I was following, you know, like Melanie Mitro, and then I was getting all coaches. So I guess I'm having a hard time knowing like what to put in, like, because you have to find like specific people's accounts. So I found like some moms, you know, that I thought like looked sort of similar to me, like their pictures and stuff matched similar to my lifestyle. So I followed some of them, but I think it's hard because I don't have like.
What about following people like the Betty Rocker, or it's like some of those fitness people that a lot of people follow? I mean, you're going to get like-minded people that are watching those people for ideas for fitness, but necessarily into Beachbody. I mean, that would, when you're trying to think of people to follow, that's kind of.
I just started a free trial on another Instagram thing, and it said, like in the hints for the people to follow, it was like your competition. So I picked some people from some other like health programs, and it will comment on the people that follow them on their stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's kind of like stealing their.
What about also like interests? Like I'm just going to use Grey's Anatomy. Like, would you want to follow people who watch Grey's Anatomy because you like Grey's Anatomy? Or if you really like Target, then you could follow people, you know, like, aren't you supposed to pick like just things like that in common too?
Probably. I think where I get caught up, maybe I'm thinking too much about it, but where I get caught up is that you type in like one person's account.
Right.
So it's not just like you're following people who like Target. You're like writing a specific person's account down. So it's like.
Yeah, I think Tracy's right, though, to find somebody, not like a Beachbody competition, but to find, like I said, like the Betty Rocker. She's not Beachbody, she's not Avocare, she's not nothing, but she gets a lot of people that follow. I mean, I'm not saying to use her specifically, but she's just one of the Instagram or Facebook, like social media fitness people that I feel like a lot of people know about.
Yeah.
I followed Planet Fitness. Like that was one that I put in there. Because those people are not really committed. They're only paying $10 a month. Which is kind of,
they're eating Tootsie Rolls and free pizza Fridays.
yeah, exactly. Donuts or whatever they have, bagels.
They have that at Planet Fitness?
Yeah, they have it one night a week. I think that they have pizza night, and then another day they have bagels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I'm judging. I ate a lot of pizza last night, but that's interesting. It had veggies on it, by the way. I ordered lots of veggies on it.
Veggies, no. Well, let's try to find a really good tutorial, because I'm really the STEM Social, like their own personal tutorials, like that's not really telling me what I need. Like I need somebody who's in it, like who's doing the network marketing thing to tell me what I'm looking for. Like I can't have STEM Social be like, oh, you're 34, you need to follow people, that are going through menopause and blah, 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 like, no, come on, like tell me like my real life stuff and help me find. And I guess, you kind of need to break it down. And I don't mean like you, I mean like we kind of need to break it down like as what are we looking for? Like, are we looking for more challengers? Are we looking for more like people to purchase challenge packs and do workouts? Or are we looking for more business builders? Because that's going to give you your audience. Like when and I know we've done like those little activities where you design your avatar and stuff, but when you figure out who it is that you want to speak to, then that's kind of who you can put in. Like I did a post about anxiety the other day, and I did like a poll, and I had like 25 people respond to my poll that like they struggle with anxiety. So I like screenshotted those people, and I'm like, cool, like I have something in common with these people. So I'm going to go back and message them and be like, dude, tell me what you do for your anxiety. Like, unmedicated things that you do for your anxiety and how that works, so that way I can just start a conversation. And I figure like even if nothing comes out of it, what if one person comes out of there that I've connected with that's now like, oh my gosh, like I totally need to work out and teach me how to like deal with my anxiety through fitness, and I want to be a coach kind of thing. So so just those little like things like that like I wouldn't, like Sarah said, like even health issues that we struggle with are a great way to connect with somebody over, and then kind of set your audience based on like, what are you looking for in a challenger? What are you looking for in a coach? And then, but yeah, I have goals to dive into a little bit more tutorial stuff for that, because I haven't committed to a plan. I just signed up for the free trial. And then I had to like change my Instagram password and stuff, because I was starting to get some weird stuff go on with my Instagram guy. And I was like, stop. Like he was reading my messages. So like my messages would be in my inbox, how they're like in bold. And then I'd go back and I'm like, somebody read this message and I didn't read it. And I was having a conversation with somebody about, because he unfollowed a ton of my friends. And I had to message a bunch of people and be like, sorry, I didn't unfollow you on purpose. Like now I look like a jerk, and had to like go back and request friends again. Yeah, and then he was reading my messages, or somebody that was working for him was. So yeah, let's maybe try to, I know we'll learn some stuff at Summit about that too. I know Bonnie Engel is really good with Instagram stuff and Instagram training. And so she might have some YouTube stuff that's really good. And I think Chelsea.
She'll be there with her new baby?
What?
You think she'll be there with her new baby?
I don't know. That cute little baby. What? Husband. So yeah, maybe we'll just kind of dive in, and as we find stuff, just share it with the team, and we can start a Google Doc with some helpful ideas. What else? Anybody have any other check-ins?
I did a post yesterday or the day before. I'm totally stealing this idea from Harlem. Sarah, I think, just checked out. From our school, we have like a wellness program, and last summer they had the employees sign up if you wanted to for this daily challenge. And so every day they would text you a daily challenge, like go for a 10-minute walk with your family, or drink 64 ounces of water today, or, you know, and so each morning you'd get a text, and then you check in at night and just text back, yep, I did it, or whatever. So I thought I would try this. And I posted an invite for it. And I said, here, you know, here's the link. I did a Google form to sign up. And I said, I will be, if you do it, each day you can, and post a picture and tag me on it. I'll draw, you know, a winner each week. I've had 0 people. I was kind of sad.
That's a
Really?
bummer.
That's
Sorry.
a great idea, and no one signed up for that?
Not yet. I don't know if I just posted it at a bad time. I'm going to repost it. But I loved it last summer. It was like, got a post today. Hey, try a new fruit. So we tried dragon fruit, or, you know, so it was just something cool each day to spur you on.
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
I'm walking, well, because I'm at the break. That's totally got to piss her off.
But
Are you-
who, Diana?
No, the other one.
Oh, well, so? Like,
I know.
Diana's
No, I love it.
again. Did you see Diana's doing it again?
Yeah, I saw it. No, I love it. Put it on your Instagram where you don't have like all the Harlem people.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, like our Facebook is all people
Yeah,
like that we work with. So, and they're doing it like to get their
With-
points.
right. And I loved it last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't do it because, you know, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's great. Just put it on your Instagram and do it with like your random followers.
Yeah. I'll do that today.
All right. I had an okay week.
Ah.
It's the last week of school, so I was like survival mode, and that's really all I have to share.
I'm kind of the same.
Yeah, like that's it. I've had some good conversations with some people and started inviting to my next group, and that's about it.
I feel like I'm like super behind. Like I haven't even been having conversations with people. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
So Kelly, are you done working? Like
Yeah, yesterday was my last day.
till whenever? Like you're a full-time Beachbody coach and stay-at-home mommy?
Yeah.
So now you're gonna have all the time tips. Well, not all the time. Not the summer because you'll have your kids, but come next
Right.
year.
Yeah.
You're like,
Preston will be
back?
in- Preston will be in daycare 3 days a week. So I'll have 2 days like,
Yeah.
but I'm going to try to get, I think I locked my mother-in-law in for Thursdays every day, like every Thursday this summer. So I'm going to try to like work on Thursdays every week. So I'll at least have some time this summer, I think. But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. But it was just a weird week because I think there were just a lot of emotions. Like Beachbody just kind of like not even on the forefront of my mind because I mean, I'm like leaving a profession that I've done for 13 years. So it was really
Are you
like emotionally, like I was just distracted.
Are you leaving like because you want to do Beachbody full time, or just like what was your decision?
Well, my biggest thing was my commute. So right now I'm only there 3 days a week, but I commute like some days it takes me over 45 minutes to get there. So I just really, and like Preston's not going to be there anymore. Preston's going to be at Queen, our parish school, with Nolan, which is like down the street from my house. And then I'd be 45 minutes away. And he's only going to be there 3 days a week. And he'll be there from like, 8 a.m. till 3 o'clock. Well, my work day goes till 4. And then it takes me 45 minutes to get home. So I usually don't get home till 5. I didn't want to put him in aftercare. There were just all these little things, where I was just like, this really isn't working. Like it worked fine now because he went to daycare at my school, but it just wasn't going to work next year. And so when I talked to my boss about it, and just told her I was like unsure, you know, if that's what I wanted to do or if I was going to come back. Then she tried to offer me like half day job, but it was like 5 days a week. And I was like, I already have enrolled for preschool 3 days a week, and I don't want to drive here 5 days a week. I don't know. So there were just a lot of little things. So it all just kind of worked out to where it was like, this is good timing to just try it. I mean, they told me, they were like, you always have a job here. You can come back anytime. They even talked to me a little bit about like possibly consulting next year because they have some new teachers coming in that they think are going to need some like literacy training. So I don't know. I could still be doing a few things there. I don't know.
That's exciting though, to at least like open up some time to do more with Beachbody and see what it does.
I can't hear you. What?
But that's still exciting though, to open up some more time to see what Beachbody could offer.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
Was Eric pretty impressed with Mexico? Was he like, wow, you like?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
you feel like
he's always been like really supportive, so that's good. But yeah, and I mean, luckily he's like a big advocate for the whole stay-at-home mom thing. Like, I'm not sure I'm going to do it very well, but he's pretty confident in me. So, like, his mom stayed home when he was little, and he just, you know, his job is really demanding, and he travels a lot, so he wants somebody to be able to be there for our kids. Like, and I do too. Like, my goal was like, I want to be able to pick my kids up from school and drop them off. Like, I don't want them to have to go to Africa for 2 hours. I don't know. So that's kind of where we're at. But I did sign in another coach this week, so that was awesome. And I put him under Eric, so I think he's going to be Emerald, which means I'll be Diamond. So that's cool. Yeah.
exciting.
Hopefully I can keep it.
Just keep signing people.
I know. We'll see. I had like a really good streak with that 2B mindset thing. So let's hope it, because there was a little like lull in my momentum there. I'm afraid I like screwed myself and it's going to like, I'm going to have nothing.
Are your girls starting to see some results from 2B? Because that's what you should start focusing on promoting, is all these people that had signed up with you sharing their results with people. And
well, it's not going as well as I hoped, not from like a transformation perspective, but from the perspective of nobody's really talking or posting in the group.
I know, ours either.
Yeah.
Mine
It's
either.
very strange. So, and I know it's because they're all new to challenge groups. Like, it's a new thing, so they're a little timid. And I've done videos where I'm like, I get it. Like, it's okay if you're not like following this to a T. Like, still show up every day and like tell me how your day was. So I had a little bit more engagement after I like basically begged them to get into the group and really start actively engaging. But I mean, I have some people who signed up who I've not heard anything from. And I like PM them and I'm like, how's it going? Are you okay? Are you alive? What's going on? Nothing. So I don't have much to share. And honestly, I've been a shit show myself, so I don't have my own information. Like, we were in Orlando and it was just and then last week at school. So hopefully I can like get it together here pretty soon and start seeing some transformation of my own.
So I did a poll in my info group just yesterday about weight loss. Like, how much have you lost? Like 0 to 2, like 3 to 5, 6 to 10. And I've had a few people respond to that. And that's good, because I feel like there's still people in that info group that haven't signed up yet. I mean, there's like 150 people in that info group that haven't signed up yet, like. Okay, so you did that in the info group so that the people who hadn't signed up could see what the people who had signed up lost? Yeah. So, and I saw that 112 people saw that. Hi, Mark. I'm like, Michaela, I like your beard.
Yeah, Michaela, you look good.
So yeah, I'm trying to do.
He just got home from mowing the yard. I'm actually going to get a pedicure and taking advantage of the fact that Dad's off work today.
Nice.
Yeah, you're never off on Saturdays, Mark. That's great.
You can talk.
You can talk. We can hear you.
Get out of here. All right. It smells funny.
Like grass.
And sweat.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Go shower.
I know.
Michaela, did you work out and shower and get ready all in that time?
If by shower you mean dry shampoo, yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's really impressive.
No, my hair would not be dry right now if I took a shower. So I dry shampooed and blow dried my hair just to make it not look so sweaty. I'm gonna go work out, or I'm gonna go get a pedicure, and then I don't know. I might try to work out again before I take a shower today. I'm feeling fluffy. And I have to go. I'm getting in a bathing suit tomorrow, so yeah.
Are you doing 2B mindset?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I'm definitely trying to eat more vegetables, and I mean, I've listened to the videos, most all of the videos. I'm not done. It's always in the back of my mind, but like I still get up and do my pre-workout meal, and then I still like have a 10:30 snack. So I'm following Time Nutrition, but I'm doing like the veggies most concept with my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Or I guess I should say lunch and dinner. So I'm trying.
Yeah, when I started 2B, I was like a little surprised that there were just 4 meals on there. I was like,
Oh.
the snack was optional, and I was like, oh no, honey,
No, it's not.
Mama needs to eat every 3 hours. Like,
Yeah. You know, I actually went live in my 2B Mindset group the other day because I was like, you know, I'm not going to lie. I kind of came into this like, I'm doing my Time Nutrition. I'm only learning the 2B Mindset to be able to help you guys. And then I was like, I don't know why I do that because it makes sense. And like Cindy's mom has lost like 12 pounds and Cindy's lost 8 pounds and Cindy stopped working out completely and she's back to her pre-knee surgery weight and she's like loving it. But I will tell you, like, just as far as like feedback goes, she said that it's really similar to Weight Watchers, and she was really disappointed in the mindset videos. She didn't think that she touched on it near as much as they like kind of promoted and stressed that it was going to touch on like the behavioral eating and the emotional eating. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I mean, I can see that for sure. I mean, I don't know. But I have like a girl who signed up who is prior Weight Watchers, and she's doing the 2B Mindset, but she's not checking into my group. She told me that she's using her Weight Watchers app to check in, and she's barely using any points, and it's like working. So she's kind of combining both programs. And I'm like, I don't know. I've never done Weight Watchers. I know the concept behind it. I don't know.
So I was talking to my mom about this the other day because my mom has tried like literally every single diet and fails to lose weight all the time for the reasons that she drinks a ton of wine and eats a lot of cheese. But her, like, one thing we were talking about, because I asked her, I was like, Mom, like, I look at this nutrition plan and that's not enough food for me. Like, I need to eat every couple hours. And she's like, you have to think about this. Like, a lot of overweight women eat like 2 times a day. So
yes.
This is eating more for them.
Mm-hmm.
So where, you know, those of us that are active in fitness all the time, we eat every 2 to 3 hours. We eat 6 meals a day. And that's the norm. Like, that's what we do. And she's like, you know, I wake up and I have 2 mugs of coffee, and then at noon I'll have a banana, and then at 2 I'll eat a salad. Right. I know. Right. And like, this is always the way that she's been. And like growing up, like she would wake up, she would have her coffee, and she'd have a Slim Fast shake, and then we'd
my
eat
stepmom told me that
for dinner or something super carb heavy. And that's why women cannot lose weight, because their body holds on to all their fat. And most of the meals that they eat are like a heavy carb meal.
My stepmom was just telling me when I was home for Mother's Day, we were talking about 2B Mindset, and she was like, my dad started to tell me, and Denise was like, Mike, don't tell her that. And then she's like, oh, okay, whatever. And she's like, I'll confess. She literally eats 1 pizza a day. She makes herself a frozen, like Tostinos or whatever kind of pizza, Tony's, I don't even know. She makes herself 1 frozen pizza and eats that every day. And that's all she eats all day long.
No,
1 frozen pizza.
That can't be a thing.
Swear to God. And I was like, are you kidding? And then they drink vodka. Then she drinks vodka from 5 o'clock until she passes out. And
How does her body survive?
She's not like overweight or anything. She gets up, she drinks coffee. Then sometime around like lunchtime, she likes to sit down and watch her movies or her shows, and she makes herself a frozen pizza. And then my dad gets home from work in the barns, and around 4 or 5 o'clock, they make themselves their first vodka drinks, and they drink their vodka until bedtime.
They don't ever have dinner?
He makes my dad dinner. My dad eats salmon and fish. I mean, she makes my dad dinner. She doesn't eat it.
Oh my God.
I have another woman who was talking to me who eats once a day, and she's telling me, well, I only eat like this much once a day. And I was like, but your body never knows when it's going to get food again. It holds on to everything you eat. Like, how do you survive on one meal a day?
That's what I'm wondering. How is your stepmom alive? Like,
Vodka and pizza.
So this
I mean,
is
I would prefer to live that way as well,
Right?
but that's not a thing.
that
Well,
was
it
like
is.
that was bartending days. Like that's all I ate. Joni's pizza and drank a crap ton of booze and I was like skinny fat and like
That was like
never
when you're
worked out.
20. That was different. Like you can do that when you're 20.
Yeah.
When you're like a grown up, you actually have to take care of your body.
Yeah.
When you're grown up. Yeah. But people, I think the Y2B mindset is working for so many people. I mean, whether it's Weight Watchers or not Weight Watchers, is because there's so many Americans who don't know how to eat.
Mm-hmm.
They think that eating once a day is going to make them lose weight, and it's actually not.
Or like 800 calories. Like, well, as long as I eat, because I've had like, of all my conversations, probably 75% of them are like, well, I'm only, I'm trying to only eat 1,200 calories a day. And I'm like, no. Like you can't just eat 12, like that's like your bare minimum. Like that's, whoever told you that sucks at life because that's
and
terrible.
1,200
Like,
calories a day is probably like a 90 calorie thing of like SpaghettiOs, and then like a pack of like 100 calorie pack of like.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And it's,
I had a woman who decided not to do 2B mindset. She thought it was going to be more meal prepping and learning how to meal prep, but she's like, I'm just going to stick with my slim fast diet. And I was like, well, if you're in this to just lose weight and you don't care how you lose weight, then yeah, good luck. I mean, I wish you the best. And I said, but if you're actually looking for getting healthier because you're like pre-diabetic and stuff, then I don't know the slim fast is your option, honey. She's like a cousin. She didn't sign up though. I'm like, I'm not chasing. They always do. I get all the same people every time I promote something new. All the same people reach out. I have a conversation with them. They seem like they're interested, and then they always say no. And it's like, guys, I've been doing this for 3 years. I'm not going anywhere. You keep checking back as much as you want, but
shit or get off the pot.
yeah. Leave me alone. Stop using me for inspiration.
Stop harassing me.
Yeah, stop using me for inspiration if you're not going to do nothing about it. Like, I'm here for the serious people, not for you, like, people that want to be.
Yes. Oh. So yeah, I think we have a really awesome opportunity with this to use it as a teaching tool for a lot of people. And even if it's like, so if you follow Ilana on Facebook, she posts like, I just saved one of them this morning.
We had her baby, by the way.
She did on Wednesday, a little boy.
Are you guys going to be on for a minute? Can I go get my car so I can drive?
Yeah.
All right.
But she posts these little like before and after food things. Like this is what 400 calories looks like, like, well, this isn't one of them, but she did one where she had like tacos and it was like 250 calories of like soft taco shells. And then like 4 tacos and then 4 tacos with like made with lettuce wraps. That was like 50 calories of lettuce wrap tacos. And like, she breaks it down. And those are some really good things to post in there too. Along with like, I know her videos and stuff she does. But I've watched a few of her live videos. She did one this past week about like hormones and how our hormones like affect our weight loss and stuff in the coach test group. And just to go in and watch a little bit of that and like pull, 10 facts to just type into a post. Those are really helpful things that I think, if we can kind of use those tools to teach our people about like how to eat better and like why it's important to eat more than 1 meal a day, why it's important to eat like at the very least like 3 meals a day, like at least, and this is where I think Shakeology comes into play so much because I'm having a lot of my girls use Shakeology for breakfast, the ones that normally don't eat breakfast, or at least like make it at night and freeze it overnight and then eat it like ice cream in the morning or something. So that way, or ice cream at night. That way they have something in their body that's going to jumpstart their nutrition and jumpstart their metabolism that day. And even the metabolism stuff, like you can Google, you know, the importance of eating breakfast and search images and just post, you know, little things like that, that teach them, like, this is why you put food in your body in the morning. Because if not, you're going to be sluggish all day. Your metabolism is going to slow down and it's going to hinder your progress. So make sure that you're eating within an hour of waking up. And if that's, you know, making your shake and just having that, perfect. It's a perfect protein, carb, healthy fat combo. So, so just those little things that like all seem like common sense stuff to us, you know, that like brand new people that are, that have never, or that have yo-yo dieted. How many crappy diets out there are like, oh, don't eat until noon and then eat 3 meals from 12 until 5 and don't eat any carbs and don't die. Good luck. So
And put butter in your coffee.
Put butter in your coffee. And
I like really don't understand keto, you guys. I'm so confused by it. I think what's bothering me, Ashley, is that there was that girl, Kelly, who was like a Beachbody coach.
yeah,
She was under me, and then she just stopped doing Beachbody. Well, she still does the workouts. And she started keto, and she's getting so skinny. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I kind of want to drink her coffee, but I'm like, what? But it has fat in it. How is it going to make me skinny? I don't get it.
so I've heard a couple people like that bulletproof coffee stuff that you do, like you put you can either use butter or coconut oil.
Coconut oil and like cow's fat or something.
Yeah, like lard. And then you blend it, and apparently it makes your coffee like creamier.
Wait, you're cutting out. Hold on.
Oh,
It makes your what?
it makes your coffee like creamier, like if you blend it. And first, I'm like, I'm not a coffee shop, so I'm not going to start blending my coffee in the morning. Like, I just want it in a mug and drink it, and I want it to be hot. And I don't need to blend. Like, I'm already using my blender. I don't need to use it like 3 times a day. And like, I guess it's supposed to be good for brain fuel to put fat in your body first thing in the morning. And I'm like, I'll just take some avocado on my eggs. Like, I don't need, I mean, and I'm good with almond milk in my coffee.
I just don't understand how that makes me skinny.
So it forces your body into ketosis. So what keto is ideally is like you eat such a small amount of carbs that your body can't stops using those. So like, okay, let me back up a minute. So carbs turn into, our body uses carbs and turns them into like sugar, like blood sugar, and that's what we use for energy. So there's sugar burning energy and then there's fat burning energy. And the principle of it makes sense that you cut out all of the carb sugar energy, and sugar is like, that's like the medical way to say it, like the glucose, because that's what, you know, glucose, sugar. So it's not that you're eating, you know, a cup of sugar every day. It's just that's how our body processes carbs. It turns them into glucose, and then we're glucose burners. So the idea behind keto is that you eliminate any kind of carb source that your body could turn into glucose. So then your body has to instead burn fat to survive instead of burning glucose to survive. So in theory, like that makes sense because then you're burning fat. But if you introduce any kind of carb source into your body, then your body converts back to burning glucose. So you literally cannot eat any carbs. Like you have to have less than 20 grams of carbs per day. And that includes vegetables. So like if you eat a handful of carrots, that's it. Like that's all you get. So if you eat like, and that's your vegetable source. So you have to eat like 0 carb type vegetables, spinach, lettuce, and then that's where everyone is substituting like higher fat. So you're eating, you know, a turkey burger with guacamole and wrapping it in a lettuce leaf, or you're eating, you know, steak and peppers, because peppers have really minimal amounts of carbs, and substituting all this fat instead, and meat, and, you know, eggs, and then cheese. Like there's no, like you do fat-free dairy, so there's no fat, and, you know, you can eat a whole tub of yogurt as long as there's no fat in it, and no sugar, and, or I'm sorry, no, high fat. That's what I meant. So you're eating all these high fat dairy things and no carb. It's a mess. And and then you have to pee on a stick to make sure that you're peeing ketones, because if you're producing ketones, then you're in ketosis, and that's when your body is burning fat. So you have to invest in urine test strips, and pee on them regularly to make sure that you're producing ketones, so that way you're in a fat burning state. And then you literally cannot have carbs, because if you dip back into sugar burner mode, then your body's out of ketosis, and then you have to go through that whole process again. And then you have keto flu, which like 1 to 2 weeks as your body is switching over from being a sugar burner to a fat burner, then you go through this like headache, nausea, like feel like garbage kind of. So it's very much overly controlled and super detailed. And like, I've talked to some keto people lately, and I'm like, dude, good luck with that, I guess. But if you want to like get out of feeling super restricted and stuff all the time, and you actually want to have fruit that has antioxidants in it that's good for your body, like, cool. Like, that has cancer fighting properties in it. I mean, that I would personally take that over trying to burn, like, so what if I have a little flab? At least I'm not going to have cancer, kind of thing. Sorry. Like, I mean, that's.
And I guess what I was wondering about is, like, I just keep seeing all these things about keto coffee, and I know that It Works makes keto coffee, and we all know It Works doesn't really work. But, like, there's this girl who this is a different girl on my Facebook, who keeps posting about her keto coffee, and she, like, posted something about her scale the other day, and she's, like, down all this weight, and she's like, all I do is drink this keto coffee, and I'm just so skinny all of a sudden. And I'm like, how in the hell? Because here I am, like, doing hour-long workouts every day and, like, following every nutrition plan on the planet. And I'm not dropping very many lbs. And she's drinking some sort of crazy coffee. She's skinny. Like, not going to lie, it's a little enticing.
Yeah. I don't know what they put in that keto coffee stuff. I know that, hold on a second. I know that a few Dream Team people were doing like bulletproof coffee in the mornings, and said that it helped with like brain fuel, helped with like feeling energized and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know do you guys remember Stacia? I don't know if you remember Stacia, but she was a coach on our team for a while. And she did that for a while. Like, she would blend coconut oil and like a little bit of vanilla extract and some cinnamon into her coffee in the morning. And like, that's how she got rid of coffee creamer. And she said it like totally made her feel great. I don't know if it did anything for her weight loss, but
I guess I just feel like if you put 30 grams of fat in your coffee in the morning, then you're just going to be fat. Like, I don't understand how it makes you skinny.
Yeah. I don't know how that, because I feel like with keto, like the way that it works for weight loss, people are restricting a ton of calories. They're eating less. Yeah. Otherwise. And I don't know. I mean, and then
I want to like ask this girl about it, but then she actually used to be one of my challengers. Well, she did like a clean week with me.
Yeah.
And she drank Shakeology, loved it. Like, she didn't purchase it for me. Her brother had it and like didn't like it. So he gave her a bunch of bags, and she was loving Shakeology. She was more into like kickboxing and stuff at her gym. So she did that. And so she didn't sign up for BOD or anything, and now she started selling It Works, and she posts about this coffee like every day. And I kind of want to ask her, but then I don't want her to like reach out to me every month and try to sell me It Works stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just like curious. I just want to be like, what in the hell is in that actually?
Yeah. Can you send me the ingredients? Yeah, I'd be curious to know too. I know I have another girl who's same thing. Like, she's reached out to me 100 times, and now she sells It Works, and she posts that all the time. Same thing. Like, I wonder if it's a thing. Like, if their little community, they're like, okay, every morning, make sure you post a picture of your keto coffee and talk about it, like, because that's all I see from her.
Like posted a picture of her scale too, and how she had
Yeah.
lost some weight, and
But I think about, like, you know, if you used to eat like garbage and you're waking up and you're having 3 mugs of coffee and that's your breakfast, well, you're probably going to lose weight, like, because you're not eating food and you're just having a liquid diet. And then you're probably pooping like 8 times because you're drinking so much coffee.
Imagine how much you poop. Yeah, that's what
Right. And then what do you eat the rest of the day? Like, I would like to know that. Like, what's the rest of your nutrition like?
It would have to be some sort of like something to keep all that poop in.
Yeah. Fiber, FFCs.
Yes.
Some FFCs. So I don't really have anything else for you guys. That I just, you know, the last week of the month, we have until Thursday, you know, to like hit ranks. And what is Thursday the 31st? Yeah. So we have until PM on Thursday. So my game plan, I've surpassed my Success Club goal this month. Yay.
Yeah, you and me, girl. We're at the top of the leaderboard.
Right. Like, hello, freaking TV in May, and people just coming together. Yeah. Hey. The old me would get a few Success Club points on the board, hit my SC10 goal, and be like, cool, like, foot off the gas, like, just chill for the rest of the month. And what I have done in the past, which I'm advising against, is like, oh, I met my goal, or, oh, nobody's responding to my messages, or, oh, I hit my goal for the month, so that means I don't really have to keep working this month, like, I've already done it. And that has hindered my upcoming months when I take my foot off the gas. And usually the upswing is 4 to 6 weeks from when you talk to somebody before they come back around. So I think about, okay, if I don't continue to work hard the rest of this month, then I'm sabotaging my June and July opportunities. And I want as many people interested as I can. So in my upcoming groups, maybe they don't join this month, maybe they don't join next month's group, but then towards the end of the summer, when they've been eating all the crap and drinking all the booze, they're going to be like, dude, Ashley, help. I know you're going to help me. So I continue to push through the rough, like this last week, and I'm giving myself a new goal, another SC10 goal to hit this week. So that's totally out of my comfort zone and challenges me a little bit more to actually work this week instead of like celebrate my victories for the month and like have a party and not do anything. So anybody I don't even know if we've got anybody that would still listening, but I should probably just do a live video on the team page about this. But yeah, so to continue to push, set another goal, like set a new, like, I'm going to hit Success Club again this week kind of goal, that drives you to talk to at least 3 to 5 people a day, that drives you to new opportunities. So like, I'm kicking off a 2B Mindset group on Facebook on June 4th. And I'm going to do it as an educational group, because now Facebook gives us the opportunity to add, instead of like where you put in the group type, you can put like support, team, whatever, you can put in like educational, and you can add units in there. So what you can do is have like unit 1, intro, like watch these intro videos. So as people join, they have like the units labeled and they can check off when they've completed them. So what's cool about that is we can teach people along the way. So I'm going to run. Okay.
Just getting my favorite day on the box.
Okay. So I'm going to start a new 2B Mindset group on Facebook. I'm getting a lot of engagement from my Facebook info group and not as much in my app group. So I figure maybe I'll try it on Facebook too. So I'm going to promote for that this week. I'm going to do some Insta story type poll posts. I'm going to do the same kind of post I did looking for 10 more women who want to lose 10 to 40 pounds this summer, kind of thing. And just go back into that group to all of the people that had interest before and give them the opportunity to join, and let them know until June 3rd, all the challenge packs are $20 off. So they're going to save that extra money. So next, I know this weekend we're going to be really hard pressed to find anybody that's interested because a lot of people are checked out. But come Monday night, Tuesday, and into the week, we'll see a lot more. So Wednesday would be a really good day to do a last call type post. Monday night, Tuesday is a really good time to do follow-ups from previous stuff. So that's kind of my game plan. And I'm going to do prep week starting on June 4th. And I'm going to give people up until that following Monday to join before I close out enrollment. And I'm going to talk about that group for that first week that I'm doing prep to kind of just continue to build. And hopefully that will get me to my SC goal for June. Like my goal 10, SC 10 for June that's my goal for every month, is to hit SC 10. So hopefully that will get me to 10 that first week of June. And then I can kind of just roll with the rest of the month. So just wanted to share that with you guys to kind of help give you a game plan if you want to push through and work through the rest of the month. But yeah,
Ashley, can you add me to that group? Because like I don't have 150 people in my group, but I have 40, and I have 2 that like every time I see them, they're like, oh, I'm going to sign up for that. Oh, I'm going to sign up. And so if I could like see what you're doing and get some extra fresh ideas.
Yeah. And I'm not doing much. Like I've posted just a couple times this week. I did the fitness or the weight loss poll. And I'm going to do I'll probably do a post. I was going to try to work today and do a post in there today. Let me add you in there. Just about, kind of a last call. This is when the next group launches. Are you in? Do you have questions? And kind of just reopen that opportunity for people. And I have had a couple people in the last week that are like, okay, I'm kind of, I'm seeing the post. I'm not really sure. Like, tell me more. So that's all I'm doing, is really just trying to be as open as I can. And then I'm trying to pull in those victories that other people are having and share those in there as well. And asking people to post about their weight loss and just sharing some recipes and stuff like that. So yeah, just trying to close out this month strong and continue to build off that momentum for the next month. With summer, it's tough during the summer because people take trips and people do family things, and it's really hard to get somebody to commit to a fitness routine and stick through the whole thing. So I usually try to do 21-day fix style shift shop, 3-week groups during the summer boot camp type stuff. But this is a really great opportunity to help people, again, with the mindset, get in the right mindset for better nutrition throughout the summer. And I think if we kind of gear that focus to hey, you don't have to work out every day during the summer, but you can still lose weight through eating a little bit better, and I'm going to teach you how, then I think we'll really have a lot of success with that. So, and those of us that are having victories and stuff, or seeing victories, I think it's important that we share that, and maybe we start a team thread of victories from 2B Mindset that we can kind of collectively share of each other's, and share in our Insta stories, and even share, I've done transformations from the test group that I've shared within images on my Insta stories, and kind of blacked out the 2B Mindset part and just talked about Susie has lost 23 pounds in 6 months, or what, little things like that. And that is a big deal for somebody who has 25 pounds to lose, to see those numbers and be like, oh, this is possible for me to do, and I think, as long as we continue to share that, people love transformations. I think when they can visually see what's possible for them, then, they can make that happen. So yeah.
Gotta go, ladies.
Yeah. We'll wrap it up. All right, guys, have a good rest of your weekend.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Basketball.